Hi friends, this is Leela. Welcome to my channel Leela Web Dev. In this video, we will see how we can use the RxJS library with different frameworks. So now we know about the popular framework these days is Angular, React and Vue, right? So how we can use this RxJS in these popular frameworks, let's try to see. So we know that Angular, Vue and React are the most popular JavaScript frameworks these days, right? So if you want to develop an applications, you will be selecting these out of these three, you will be selecting one framework. So we typically use only one framework in an application. So yes, that is correct. So we typically use only one framework, either Angular or Vue or React. So any one of the framework you will select in an application. But as a supplement, we use supporting libraries like Lodash, jQuery, something like underscore. These are all the things. So Slick Slider. So if you want to use, these are all the things we'll be using. Those are all supporting libraries. So as a supplement means, so as the add-on features, we will be using the these are supporting libraries in our framework, something like Angular, Vue and React. But the framework will be only one only. So then something like Angular or Vue or React. But these are all supplementary libraries. We can use whatever we want. Now, you need to understand that don't think RxJS is a separate thing, separate framework or something like that. Angular, Vue or React. Don't think RxJS like that. So RxJS is also a library which can be used easily in any of the frameworks as a feature. Something like how you will be using Lodash, jQuery and all those things in your application. In the same scenario, you can use the RxJS also as a library in your frameworks. Now let's see one by one. So now we know we understood that Angular, Vue and React are the frameworks, and these RxJS is a supporting library. You understood. So it is a library which can be used in any of the frameworks, or not only in Angular, Vue or React. We can use it in any frameworks, or as a standalone in a standalone application also you can use the RxJS. We understood up to here. Now let's try to see. So one by one, framework by framework. So how we can use this RxJS. So first you'll see it in the Angular. So in Angular, RxJS is included by default. So at the time of this recording, so the RxJS will be RxJS is automatically it is included by default in the Angular, but not with React and Vue. So the React and Vue doesn't have the RxJS included by default. Only the Angular has an RxJS included by default. As RxJS is included by default, you need to learn RxJS as Angular uses it heavily, right? Why? Because so as RxJS is included by default, you need to learn RxJS as you need to learn RxJS. Why you need to learn RxJS? That Angular uses heavily the RxJS concepts in Angular. So now it requires a lot of effort. So it requires a lot of effort to write code if you don't want to use the RxJS in Angular. So as an Angular development, you are having an Angular application and you don't want to use the RxJS in that Angular means you need to put lot of efforts in writing the code. So that doesn't use the RxJS. Now most of the things, so I used to see some people so get mistaken that RxJS is a part of Angular. So there are some people will be thinking that RxJS and Angular is one and the same. So it is a part of Angular, they will be thinking. So you should not think like that. So it is just included with Angular. So it is completely separate independent library. RxJS development team and Angular team is a separate thing, and RxJS is included in the Angular, but it is a complete separate independent library. You need to remember this thing. Most of the people thinking that RxJS and Angular is a part. So RxJS and Angular is one and the same. So RxJS is developed by Angular only. So that is the reason they are using Angular. So but RxJS is different and Angular is different. RxJS is certainly a tool that every Angular developer should be familiar with. So this is the thing you need to understand, that if you are having an Angular developer, if you are an Angular developer or you are developing an application in Angular, so RxJS is certainly a tool that you should be familiar with. But RxJS can be applied to other frameworks as well. So you need to understand that as you are an Angular developer, or if you are not an Angular developer, then that means so I cannot use this RxJS. Don't think like that. So RxJS can be applied to other frameworks as well, but Angular uses it heavily, the RxJS. So if you are an Angular developer, so any Angular developer, so automatically RxJS he will be having familiar with that one. If he doesn't have, he should be familiar with. If you are an Angular developer, so certainly you will be familiar with the RxJS. That is the main thing you need to remember. So RxJS can be applied to other frameworks as well. So now we understood about this Angular thing. So now if you want to see, so if you go to this something like, so if you go here and if you type Angular, right? So if you go to Angular and here if you use this angular.io, okay, if I open this angular.io, so let's go to the docs. and if I go to the docs, and here you will be having something like, so if you are unable to find in the reference, you will be having reference, and here if you are unable to find it means just we can type RxJS. Okay, so let's try to use this RxJS, and here you will be able to see this library, and here you will be able to understand that observable and RxJS. A separate, what I can say is a separate concept was is there in the complete documentation, is there in the Angular documentation itself. So here you will be able to learn this observables, how to pass, how the Angular uses this RxJS, everything, and here you will be able to see the practical usage and all those things you will be able to see. Okay, so this is then Angular. So how the RxJS uses in the Angular, so it is included by default, so there is no need to install it separately in the Angular. Now React, coming to React. So if you come to React and Vue, so let's try to see in React and Vue how it will be. In React and Vue, much like Angular, they are also popular frameworks, as we already know. Both doesn't have RxJS included by default. So at the time of this recording, so RxJS is not included by default in both Vue.js and also in the React.js. But if you want, you can add in both of them. Okay, so if you want, you can add in both of them. So why so React doesn't have RxJS means React's architecture normally it focuses more on the state, so maintaining the state and all those things rather than the streams of data. So but for asynchronous data we can use the RxJS. So how we can use this RxJS is, I can tell you that RxJS we can directly install that RxJS with the npm and you can use it. Okay, so that is not a problem with the introduction of hooks and all those things. So maybe in the future, so they will also introduce the RxJS library also, or otherwise they will be having a separate library. So future we can decide. So but the React architecture mainly focuses on the state, so that is the reason. So it doesn't use this RxJS. If you want means you can use the RxJS for asynchronous data and all those things. And now coming to the Vue. In Vue, if you want, you can use this RxJS with npm. So same thing. So if you want to use in the Vue.js, if you want to use this RxJS means just you can install this one using npm install RxJS like that, and you can use the RxJS, not a problem. But however, Vue team has developed a plugin to integrate RxJS with Vue. But now you need to understand that Vue team has developed a separate plugin. Sorry, Vue team has a separate plugin for this one. So Vue team has a separate plugin. They have developed a separate plugin to integrate RxJS with Vue. We'll try to see. So the plugin is nothing but Vue Rx. So that is a plugin, and this is the recommended approach if you want to use RxJS in Vue. So this is the recommended approach if you want to use the RxJS in the Vue. So Vue Rx is the recommended approach. Now let's see that Vue Rx plugin, how it will be. So if I go, if I go to Vue Rx, right? So Vue Rx, let's search for Vue Rx, and this is the GitHub. So you will be able to see the GitHub here, and if I open this GitHub, yeah, so this is the project. So this is the Vue Rx project. So this is developed by the Vue.js development team only. You will be able to see here. And if you want to integrate means, so you can have the complete documentation here. You will be able to see the complete documentation of how to integrate this Vue Rx in our Vue.js application. So this is the type, this is how we will be integrating in the multiple frameworks. So in Angular, you need to understand that in Angular it is included by default, so we can use it automatically. And in React.js, if you want to install, you can use it RxJS with npm directly. And Vue.js, so if you want means you can also install RxJS with npm, or otherwise, so the recommended approach. So I can say that it is a recommended approach. So it was developed by the Vue.js, the core development team. So you can use this Vue Rx in order to use that RxJS in the Vue.js project. Okay. So this is all about how to use this RxJS in the different application frameworks. Or otherwise, if you have other application, other standalone application, or other frameworks, if you are using means, so you can install directly RxJS with the npm and you can use it. So now, as this in this course, what I will try to do is a main related to the Angular, right? So I will be using this Angular project, and I will be developing I will be doing the RxJS code with an Angular. Okay. Hope you understood this one. So if you have any doubts or any suggestions, please post the comments below to this video. And if you like this video, please do support me by subscribing to my channel. Thank you.